Over a century ago, the village of Fatima in central Portugal was a rustic enclave devoted to sheep herding. Today, it's a major Catholic pilgrimage site. The Santuario de Fatima, built where visions and miracles purportedly took place in 1917, attracted 9.4 million visitors in its centenary year. Even Pope Francis made a pilgrimage in May 2017, 100 years after the Virgin Mary first appeared to three shepherd children. The sanctuary of Fatima can be visited for free at any time of the day, every day of the year. In addition, there are more than a dozen religious ceremonies during the day, including masses, confessions, and other services. The quickest way to get from Lisbon Airport to Fatima is to taxi, which costs around 70 to 85 euro and takes 1 hour and 8 minutes. The best time to visit Fatima is May to August. The very hottest temperatures in Fatima get to around 33 degrees centigrade in the height of summer. The weather in the winter, especially around January, can reach a minimum of 4 degrees centigrade. For those who are religious, the statue of Our Lady of Fatima is a popular souvenir from Portugal. The statue signifies the apparition of the Virgin Mary to three shepherds at the Cova da Iria in Fatima, Portugal. These statues can vary in sizes and design. Madami po kayong mabibiling mga souvenir religious items dito sa Portugal, and the sellers are very friendly and accommodating. They are taking time to answer your questions and find items that you wish to buy. Ayan po, very friendly po sila. So guys, ito po ang kwento ng Fatima. It was in May 13, 1917, when the United States has joined the Allies in World War I, and the three children, 10-year-old Lucia dos Santos and her cousins Jacinto Marto, 7, and Francisco Marto, 8, were tending their family sheep. Then they saw a bright light in a place called Cova da Iria. Then beside a small oak tree, a woman shining brighter than the sun revealed herself. Only Lucia could speak with her. She identified herself as the Lady of the Rosary and told Lucia she would appear there on the 13th for the next 6 months. Each month, the children returned to the spot and saw her. Although she was invisible to others, Lucia requested a miracle to persuade people to believe in their visions. So the massive crowd assembled near the oak tree. Soaked by cold rains, they awaited their miracle on muddy fields. Our Lady of Fatima appeared to the children, telling Lucia a chapel should be built there in her honor and predicting the end of the war, which resolved about a year later on November 11, 1918. When Our Lady of Fatima ascended, the wet, cloudy sky suddenly cleared and the sun danced. For about 10 minutes, witnesses watched the sun twirl and blaze, scatter a rainbow of colors, plunge to the earth, and zigzag back into place. The crowd found themselves suddenly dry despite the hours of soaking rains. Contemporaneous newspapers articles reported the phenomenon. Initially, the church doubted the veracity of these visions. Eventually, the Catholic Church came around, acknowledging the event's supernatural character in 1930. One of the places you must visit in the sanctuary of Our Lady of Fatima is the Chapel of the Apparitions. Ito po yun, guys. This small chapel was built in 1919 on the exact spot where the tree was rooted. The oak tree disappeared soon after the apparitions due to pilgrims that cut its branches to keep a part of this relic, next to which the Virgin Mary appeared to the three little shepherds. Although it was destroyed by strangers in 1922, the small chapel was rebuilt some months later. In 1982, a big roof was added to the small chapel to protect the pilgrims from the hot days and the rainy days. In the center of the chapel, you'll find the original statue of the Virgin Mary. In its crown, you can find the bullet that hit the Pope John Paul II in the assassination attempt in Rome on the 13th May 1981. In the sanctuary of Our Lady of Fatima, you can also visit the Basilica of Our Lady of the Rosary. Built between 1928 and 1953, In a neo-Baroque style, the Basilica of Our Lady of the Rosary has the tombs of Jacinta and Francisco after the death of Lucia in 2005. Her body was also put to rest in this basilica, side by side with her cousins. The construction of this basilica in the sanctuary of Our Lady of Fatima began in 2004 and ended 3 years later. With its 8,633 seating capacity, this is the fourth biggest Catholic church in the world. This basilica is located in the southwest end of the sanctuary of Our Lady of Fatima, facing the procession area. In the other end, you can admire the Basilica of Our Lady of the Rosary, and closer you have the Chapel of the Apparitions. Here is what Our Lady of the Rosary said to Lucia. I want to tell you that a chapel is to be built here in my honor. I am the Lady of the Rosary. Continue always to pray the Rosary every day. The war is going to end and the soldiers will soon return to their homes. Looking very sad, Our Lady also said, do not offend the Lord our God anymore because He is already so much offended. If the people amend, the war will be over. And if they do not amend their ways, the world will come to an end. So ayan guys, ang message sa atin is magpakabait tayo, gumawa tayo ng tama at umiwas tayo sa paggawa ng mga kasalanan. Kaya po maraming problema sa mundo dahil din sa ating mga ginagawang hindi tama. And this one guys, ang ating makikita sa labas ng Fatima. Ito po ang area kung saan pwede kayong mag-park at meron pa pong mga pwedeng bilhan dyan na mga souvenirs sa labas. Thank you for watching my video. Hasta la vista!